Mihaj Siba have a question, which is, my friend is fasting while listening to music. Is his fasting accepted? As far as the acceptance of any act of worship, it relies on two things. Number one, that the work itself was done properly. Yani, it is valid. If somebody asks me whether the prayer is accepted or not, I can only say whether it's valid or not, because this is the component which we can determine whether it has been fulfilled properly or not. For instance, did you do a proper wudu? Yes. Did you face the Qibla? Yes. Did you recite the Fatiha in every rak'ah? Yep. Did you forget any pillar or wajib? Nope. Okay, then Alhamdulillah, you maintain the purity of your body, of your clothes, of your outfit, of the spot which you're offering the prayer, you're facing the Qibla. All of that, we can say the prayer is valid. Whether it's accepted or not, that is something between you, the worshipper, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Maybe the person was not attentive in the entire prayer. It's not accepted. But I have no idea to tell whether the prayer is accepted or not. Whether the zakah which you paid is accepted or not. Because I don't know whether your earning is lawful or not. Somebody wrote a check, 100 gands for a charity. Allahu Akbar, takbir. Accepted or not, that's between the servant and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this person has spent it from halal with sincerity, yes, it will be accepted, insha'Allah, and he will be rewarded a manifest reward by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many, many folds, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. But he spent it from haram with sincerity, it won't be accepted. He spent it from halal, but in order to show off, it won't be accepted. So there are hidden components that no one can tell, but obviously Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the servant, the person who have done the deed. Now, fasting. Yes, we understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbade us from eating, drinking, and having an intimate relationship during the daytime of Ramadan, from morning, from dawn till the night. ثم أتم الصيام إلى الليل, which is sunset. These are the main things. Well, if the person did anything which may violate his fasting out of these violations, we can say fasting has been violated. You broke your fast, you ate, you drank deliberately, or you have an intimate relationship with your spouse. There are other things which would affect the reward of fasting. Backbiting, wasting your day watching movies and watching things which Allah have prohibited, working in haram, whether in conventional bank or in whatever, selling beer, that would affect your fasting. But I can't tell whether your fasting has been accepted or not. In the hadith, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشربه. الزور is the falsehood, and falsehood can be observed via saying or listening or acting upon it. Such as in the hadith, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was warning his ummah against the destructive sins. And he said, al-ishraku billah, to disbelieve in Allah, to be undutiful to your parents. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was sitting down, was reclining actually. Then he sat up in order to alert the audience of his companions to the severity of this upcoming sin. Where he said, ألا وقول الزور, ألا وقول الزور. And he kept repeating it over and over and over, till the companions said, حتى قلنا ليته سكت. We said, we wish that he would stop because it was very scary. He kept warning us again, ألا وقول الزور. Beware of the statement of falsehood. The statement of falsehood is very broad. Perhaps giving a false testimony in a court, or whenever you're asked to testify to anything and you give a false testimony, this is a destructive sin. Whenever you say, I have seen it, and you haven't, that's a falsehood, false testimony. I heard it by my ears and you didn't hear it. Perhaps somebody else told you about it. It isn't sufficient. Even if this person you trust so much, the question is, did you hear it firsthand? Did you see it by your own eyes? Did you witness that? No, then you're not a witness. If the person transgresses the limit, say, yeah, I've seen it, I've done it, or acts upon it. The person who does the falsehood himself, taking bribery, paying bribery, etc. These are just some examples, okay, of the things which would definitely negatively affect one's fasting. مَنْ لَمْ يَدَعْ قَوْلَ الزُّورِ وَالْعَمَلَ بِهِ, because we said falsehood could be by either saying or acting upon it. Then Allah is most certainly not interested in him leaving his eating and his food and water and having an intimate relationship, because these items are originally lawful during regular times. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested us by asking us to abstain from whatever is normally lawful in order to get used to abstaining from the halal, so that it will be easier for us to abstain from the haram.